So good morning, all of you. This will say the hydraulics. Okay. 1 minute. Is my screen visible, Rachel, now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So these are some numerical problems. This is also not very challenging, and these are the hydraulic of flow. Okay. Please remember, these are hydraulics of flow and design of pressure pipes as gravity mains. Okay. So this is how to design a pipe. Okay. So please make a note on these 4 formulas they may use. Okay. If you want to find out a head loss caused by a pipe friction can be found using these formulas. Okay, number 1, Darcy-Weisbach formula. Okay, Darcy-Weisbach formula, and the second one is about Manning's formula. The third one is about Hazen-Williams formula, and fourth one is about modified Hazen-Williams formula. Is it okay? So these are the 4 different formulas is being used to calculate the head loss caused by a pipe friction. Please make a note down. Okay, so major losses in the pipe while transportation of water networks or water supply, it is about friction. Okay, so you can remember major losses, minor losses. Okay, major losses is due to friction, minor losses due to different. Okay, either by sudden contraction, and we have 2 different pipes and with a dissimilar diameter, and you may have a loss here. Okay, or if you use different fittings, valves and other things, you may get loss. And if you use different, say example, pipe accessories like bends, elbow, gauge walls, and you may get a lot of different head losses. Okay? So we'll be discussing in detail with major head losses with respect to friction. Okay? So anyway, this in the fluid mechanics you will be studying in detail, but for water supply, let me cover major head loss with different. Okay, number 1 is this Darcy-Weisbach equation. Second one is about Manning's formula. Third one is about Hazen-Williams formula, and fourth one is about modified Hazen-Williams formula. Okay, yes. So for our BTech level, you just remember the equations directly. Okay, let me repeat again. HL is equal to F dash L V square by 2GD. This is the formula to calculate friction. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can remember now HL is equal to head loss in meter, and L is equal to length of the pipe, and D is equal to diameter, and V is equal to mean velocity. Please make a note on mean velocity through the pipeline in the meter per second. G is equal to acceleration due to gravity, and F dash, please remember F dash is a dimensionless friction factor, and that value F dash is equal to 0.02 for a new smooth pipe, and if it is 0.075 for old rough pipes. Okay, yes. Again, if it is not given anything on given like this, then you can calculate the F dash value. Okay, this F dash is again depends upon Reynolds number. Okay, the Reynolds number and also the roughness of the pipe. Please make a note on these 2 factors you have to remember. Okay, so F dash depends on Reynolds number and roughness of the pipe. Okay, so Reynolds number we are already familiar. Reynolds number, if you that is VD by nu. Okay, So V is equal to velocity and D is equal to diameter of the pipe and nu is equal to kinematic viscosity. Kinematic viscosity of water. Okay. And delta is also being given. Delta is equal to 2E by D. You can remember this formula. 2E by D, where D is equal to, E is equal to relative roughness of the pipe, which is inside. Okay, relative roughness of the inside surface, and D is equal to diameter. Is it okay? So please remember these formulas. HL is equal to F dash L V square by 2GD. F dash is equal to your the dimensionless friction factor, and L is equal to length of the pipe, V is equal to velocity, and G is equal to acceleration due to gravity, and D is equal to diameter, and F dash is equal to 0.0202. You can use it for a new pipes, and F dash is equal to 0.075 for a old pipe, and F dash also again depends on Reynolds number and the relative roughness of the pipe, and RE can be calculated VD by nu, where nu is equal to kinematic viscosity of water. Again, nu is equal to kinematic viscosity is equal to dynamic viscosity by rho. Okay, based on the available data, you can also use, and this delta is again is equal to 2E by D, where E is equal to relative roughness of the inside surface of a particular pipe, which is having a diameter of D. Okay, yes, you can also calculate F dash using these formulas. F dash is equal to 0.04 plus 1 by 0.35 D in case of old pipes, and F dash is equal to 0.02 into 1 plus 1 divided by 35 D in the case of new pipe. So you just make a difference on only 0.04 here and 0.02 here. Okay, and F dash again depends on Reynolds number. That's what we had discussed in the previous point. If the Reynolds number RE is less than or equal to 2000, and you can use this formula directly. F dash is equal to 64 by RE. Okay, 64 by RE, and above 4000, and it may lead to like your turbulent flow condition, and you can use for a smooth pipe this formula, that is 1 by square root of F dash is equal to 2 logarithm of 10 RE square root of F dash minus 0.8 for a smooth pipe, and for a rough pipe you can use this formula, and if it is in between 20,000 to 20 lakhs, and you can use this formula to calculate for F dash value. Is it okay? This is one set of formulas you can use to calculate head loss, which is by friction in a pipe networks. Is it okay? That formula is Darcy-Weisbach formula. It's nothing very serious, very high funda. Only thing is that you have to read the problem carefully, and you can use typical values. And if it is anything on the twist with respect to F dash, please be careful. Otherwise, direct substitution of formulas, you can get head loss in terms of meters. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second formula is Manning's formula. You can calculate HL is equal to N square V square L divided by R power 4 by 3. That's the only difference. Okay. So where N is equal to Manning's coefficient, V is equal to again velocity through the pipe in terms of meter per second, L is equal to length of the pipe, and R is equal to, R is a new term. Please remember, that is hydraulic mean depth. Hydraulic mean depth, okay, inside the pipe, hydraulic mean depth. Okay, so R is equal to, it's very simple formula, A, the area of the pipe divided by the perimeter, area of the pipe divided by the perimeter, and area we are already familiar, that is this circular pipe, pi d square by 4, and perimeter is equal to pi d, and thereby R is equal to d by 4 in the case of circular pipes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Third one is third formula is Hussens-Williams formula. Here also it is very simple. You can remember the formula 0.85 CH, where CH is equal to coefficient of hydraulic capacity of the pipe material, R power to 0.63, R is equal to hydraulic mean radius, and S is equal to slope of energy line. So you just remember V is equal to, that is V is equal to velocity is equal to 0.85 CH R power 0.63 into S power 0.54. Please make a note on this point. Okay. This is V is equal to flow velocity inside the pipeline. Okay. And these are the different values of VH, CH value, that is coefficient of hydraulic capacity. And you can remember these values. Okay, so concrete pipe, you can use CU value, CH value as 130, and cast iron, and if it is new pipe or 5-year-old pipe. New pipe, this is 130, 5-year-old pipe, this is 120, 20 years old, this is 100, welded sheet, new again 120, and reverted steel 111, 110, and vitrified clay material for 110, brick sewer 100, and asbestos cement pipe, you can use the CH value as 140. So here also you can refer this tabular column, read out in the what is this given statement in a clarity, and you can use CH values. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the fourth formula is modified Hazen's formula, modified Hazen-Williams formula. So velocity of water inside the pipeline is being taken care as 3.83. Here it is CR. Okay, CR we'll discuss. That is dimensionless coefficient roughness. Okay, CR into R power 0.6575 into GS. Okay, G is acceleration due to gravity, and S is equal to slope 0.525 divided by kinematic viscosity. This is new power 0.105. Okay, please remember this formula. So examination, you need not mug up these formulas, you can refer, but thing is you just logically understand how to calculate the velocity of water inside the pipeline. Okay, so this is the formula, and most of the cases the temperature is assumed to be 20 degrees Celsius. At 20 degrees Celsius, the kinematic viscosity of water is equal to 1 into 10 power minus 6 meters square per second. So please make a note on at 20 degrees Celsius, and just substitute G as 9.81. Okay, and if you substitute kinematic viscosity, and this is 9.81 here, and this equation is turned to like this. That is V is equal to 143.534 CR R power 0.6575 and S power 0.5525. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can substitute R. R is equal to D by 4. Am I right? In the case of circular pipe. Okay, because pi d square by 4 divided by pi d. R is equal to A by P again. Area by metric per meter. And pi d square by 4 divided by pi d. So you may get D by 4. So if you substitute here, and you may get the equation. Okay, you can also substitute V also in terms of Q by A, that you are already familiar. In a continuity equation, Q is equal to area and velocity in the pipeline, and where V is equal to Q by A. Okay, Q by A you can substitute here, and slope also, that is HL by L. Okay, or HL by L, that is your slope, and if you substitute V is equal to Q by A and S is equal to HL by L and simplify the equation, you may get the equations like this. Okay, HL is equal to L into C by L into Q by CR square divided by 994.62 into D power 4.81. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please remember the four formulas. It's not very high funda, that's what I told you. One is about the Darcy-Weisbach equation. Third one is about Hazen-Williams formula, and fourth one is about modified Hazen-Williams formula. Is it okay?
Yes.
So with this, and we'll solve some problems. Okay, you can use these formulas for the calculation of certain parameters in the pipeline. Okay, so read out the problem now. I'll solve some typical problems, but in the examination, anyway, we are going to ask only short problems. Okay, you can also practice. So these are lengthy problems, but the examinations you can make segments. Okay, number 1, estimate roughly the size of the supply conduits leading to an adequate service reservoir serving a population of 25,000 and relatively large city with the industrial establishments having a population of 5 lakhs. So in the same problem, we are going to calculate the dimensions with respect to 25,000 population capacity of one network and 5 lakhs population, relatively large city with the industrial establishments having a population of lakhs. Okay. So you can also find out what is the hydraulic gradient, in what slope you have to lay down the pipe, find the hydraulic gradient at which the pipelines are proposed to be laid. Assume any suitable data according to the Indian conditions wherever is required. Okay, is it here? Is it okay? So this problem is now very simple. You have a population of 25,000. You have to now lay out the network, and for a population of 5 lakhs, you have to lay out the network. And here you have to find out what is the diameter of the pipe to be provided, and in what is the required slope. Okay, proposed slope or hydraulic gradient in which the proposed pipelines to be laid off. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here it has been mentioned only population is being given, but the water supply, what the demand is not being given. So you can assume, okay, number one, assume average daily water consumption as for a town, you can assume that is 120 liters per day. And for industrial establishments with the 5 lakh populations, you can have a 270 LPCD. Is it okay? So this is something which is important. Normally, most of the problems is normally the water requirement also will be given to you, but this is a design problem. You have to assume 25,000 population, you are in a position to supply 130 or 120 LPCD, and for a 5 lakh population, 270 LPCD. Okay, so please make a note on if it is a temporary, so if it is a population and the water supply it is being given to you, and you can find out average quantity of water required. Okay, quantity of water required you can calculate very immediate. Okay, quantity of water required is equal to population multiplied by your supply. Is it okay? This is the general formula for any of the cases. If you know the population, if you have how much amount of water to be supplied, and you can estimate how much amount of water or water quantity required very immediate. Population multiplied by your demand. Okay, so for a town now it is on 2 clusters A and B, because you are going to, or otherwise you can open a tabular column for a town and city. Okay, to speed the say example solution. Okay, if you want to make it very faster, anyway we are going to repeat the same process for town and city only, but these are the problems. You can make a tabular column, and side by side you can work out for both. That is, you can do it very faster. Okay, for a town, 25,000 into 120. You write along with the units. That's something is important here in terms of LPCD. Okay, so what you may get in terms of liters per day only, you convert in terms of million liters. So you may get in terms of 3 into 10 power 6 liters per day. Okay, if you multiply 25,000 and 120, you make it 3 into 10 power 6 liters per day, and it is been written as 3 million liters per day. Okay, for a city again, 5 lakhs is the population and 270, where you make it 135 into 10 power 6 liters per day, and it is been written as 135 million liters per day, MLD. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the second step is now we have to find out the daily demand. So please make a note on whatever we have calculated is about average. Now we have to find out the daily demand, and peak factor we are already familiar, that is 1.8. Okay, 1.8 multiplied by the average demand will give you a maximum daily demand. So what do you do now? You have now got 3 MLD multiplied by 1.8 as a peak factor. You make it 5.4 MLD. So 5.4 MLD now you just convert in terms of how much is the meter cube per second. Okay, 5.4 into 10 power 6 is the liters per day, divided by 1000 liters again to meter cube conversion, 24 into 60 into 60 for your day conversion into seconds. So you make it for a town 0.063 meter cube per second. Is it okay? Yeah, and repeat for the city as well. Repeat for city, that is 135 into 1.8, make it 243 MLD. Convert in terms of meter cube per second, you make it 2.81 meter cube per second. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Most of the water supply network problems is like that only. Population multiplied by your demand, you make it in terms of MLD. That's all. Even for a treatment plant, even for supply networks, even for distributions, you can do this thing. Okay. Yes. Now for a design, now we have to assume the velocity. Okay, velocity of the pipe, velocity of flow in velocity of water inside the pipeline is being assumed as is 1.2 meter per second. Okay, so we know as per continuity equation, Q is equal to area into velocity, and Q is equal to area into velocity. Then now you can have 2 sections for a city with the population of for a town and also city. Okay, you can do, and you can use Q, whatever you have calculated for a town, it is 0.063 meter cube per second, which is equal to area into velocity. And you can check out what is the area in terms of centimeter square or meter square. From that, diameter of the pipe can be calculated. For a city, again, use the same Q, use the corresponding value. That is for a city, what is the Q value? And area can be also found out, and you may require 1.8 meter diameter of pipes. Is it okay? So please remember, if the Q is known, you can use continuity equations to calculate area of the pipe. Only thing is about you have to either assume the velocity or velocity will be given to you in the problem statement. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we have to find out what is the slope. Okay, slope, because diameter has been found out. Now we have to find out what is the slope of the material, or slope of the pipe to be laid. Okay, for that you can use Hazen's-Williams formula, and you can refer the tabular column whatever we have seen in the slide. Assume upon your pipe, you can use CH values. You can pick up values from the tabular column and write down the formula directly. Okay, and you can use or you can substitute 1.2 meter per second as a velocity, because we assumed all others are known, because R is equal to again d by 4. Diameter for a particular case we already found out for a town and also city. You can use this formula. Okay, and only the unknown factor is slope. Only the unknown factor is slope. You just find out what is the slope. Is it okay? So you may get slope as 1 by 125. What does it mean? For every 125 meters, for every 125 meters, you should have a fall of 1 meter as a slope. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For a city, again, repeat the same process. Repeat the same process, the same formula. Only the diameter is varying for a city, because the population is very high. Also, it is 1.8 meter. All others same. Substitute and just find out what is the S value slope. So here you can go 1 meter fall with every 1 kilometer, 1.2 kilometers of pipe layout. Is it okay? So these are not very high funda. That's what I told you. It is very easy, but only thing is about you have to understand logical way of using the formula to calculate the parameters. Okay, the notations are very important. Okay, yes. Anyway, the second problem, anyway, I'm not going to discuss. You just read out the hydraulic gradient. 2 meter diameter pipe is being given, and flow is also being given to you. You can use these 4 formulas like Darcy-Weisbach formula, Manning's formula, Hazen's-Williams formula, and modified Hazen's-Williams formula, and you have to estimate the hydraulic gradient. Okay, hydraulic gradient. That's the only thing. Okay, yes. So flow is given 3 meter cube per minute second. Diameter is being given. Area you can calculate, and velocity also you can calculate. With the known factors, you can calculate everything. You are going to use the same equation. Q is equal to AV, and area, because diameter is been given, Q is already been given the problem. Only unknown value is V. You can calculate the V formula. Okay. Yes. So now you can use Darcy-Weisbach equation. We are already familiar with the formula. HL is equal to F dash L V square by 2 GD. This is the formula. Okay, and RE again VD by nu, kinematic viscosity, and at 10 degrees Celsius you refer the standard chart for water or properties of water. It's what is the kinematic viscosity at 10 degree, that is 1.31 into 10 power minus 6 meter square per second. Reynolds number you can calculate, that is this VD by nu. So V we have calculated from the previous step. D is the 2 meter diameter, nu is equal to your kinematic viscosity. Kinematic viscosity, you may get a values as 1.4 into 10 power 6. Now you just refer the F dash formula. F dash formula in what range of this RE, that what you discussed. Less than 2000 to particular value, and more than 20,000 to 40,000 or something. And which cluster it follows, you just note it down from these 3 classes. Take out the required F dash value and calculate what is the F dash for this required problem. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please go systematically. Otherwise, it's somewhat tough. Calculate RE value. Refer that classes and which class it may fall under F dash category. Substitute in this equation. Find out what is F dash. Okay, all other values are known. You can use directly this problem Darcy-Weisspach equation. Substitute, but only thing is about now we have to find out the gradient. Gradient is HL by L. Gradient is HL by L, and you can calculate 1 by 3920. 1 by 3 by 20. Okay, and same thing is also being followed for a Manning's equation. Write down directly the formula. Okay, and you can check out what is HL by L. Okay, these are direct substitutions, not very challenging. Okay, and third one is Hazen-Williams formula. You can use this formula. V is equal to 0.85 CH R power 0.63 into S power 0.54, where CH I assumed as is 130. All the values are known, and what is, you just find out what is the slope. Okay, hydraulic gradient, what is slope. Okay, here it is about 1 by 2590. And you can use fourth formula, modified Hazen's formula, and use directly whatever you have solved in the formula discussions. Take out the values from the table column and calculate the required parameters, and you can use what is the hydraulic gradient value. Okay, now you can have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 different methods to tabulate HL by L, and you just choose which one is best. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, the fourth one, the third problem, then I'll leave it to you. And once it has been uploaded in the Dropbox, have a look. These are again not very challenging. These are direct substitutions. Only the problem statement is something different. Otherwise, we'll discuss in the next class. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So please have a look. And Saturday, Sunday, you just spend the time and just have a glance and keep it ready for your next class. Is it fine?